There we go. And welcome to our 1 hour open level yoga class. Come to a comfortable seat. For some of us, that means sitting on a block, just to give a little lift in the spine. Roll the shoulders up, around, and down the back, and close the eyes. Steady the breath. Make the breath long, deep, and slow. Exploring how big the lungs can expand with each breath in, and how much you can squeeze that air out while breathing out. So the intention for this class is getting to the other side of when we're having a challenging time. Loss is a part of our human experience, and we experience it throughout our lives. We lose our baby bodies to get into our toddler bodies, one example. As we go older, friends, family members, we lose them. Sometimes it's an injury or age and we lose a little bit of mobility. And it's okay. It is a part of life, and learning how to get to the other side and knowing that there's another side is what it's about. So just for a few more moments with the eyes closed, whatever comes to mind and most of all to heart, when I say loss is a human experience, that. Whatever that is for you. Or was, know that there is another side. There is the other side. And this class is to create more opening in our hearts and our minds, to have that conviction and faith that we will get to the other side, that there is another side. And to feel love and joy is on that other side. Take another big breath in and exhale through the mouth. Just a few breaths like that on your own. One more breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Open the eyes. Inhale those arms up. Big breath in. Look up. And on the exhale, twisting over to the left. So I mirror image to you. Twisting over to the left. Right hand to left thigh or knee. Left fingertips on the floor to keep the spine long. Pulling the belly button in and creating a little bit more mobility in the spine. Inhale those arms up, look up, lengthen, create space between those vertebrae, and exhaling over to the other side, keeping the spine nice and tall. Only twist with the neck if the neck is okay with it. We hold a lot of tension in our neck. And inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, release the hands to the floor. If you're on a block, remove the block and cross the legs in the other direction. Spend a lot of time in one direction, so let's even it out the other direction. So left hand on the floor, right hand overhead for a side stretch, keeping that right hip grounded. And inhale, lift and lengthen, and exhale over to the other side. Ooh, nice side stretch. And then come to center. And now for some cat-cows, but seated cat-cows. So I'm feeling like you can't see me very well. So let me get some more light on me and down here. Okay. So I'll go sideways, inhaling here and exhaling, pulling the belly button in and rolling back. Inhale, leaning forward, lifting the chest, and exhaling, pulling back. Inhale, lift, collarbones wide, and exhale, pulling back. And one more time, inhaling up, shoulder blades together, tailbone tilted a little bit, and exhale, pulling everything in. And before we get to the mat, just a couple of neck rolls. Exhale, chin to chest. Roll, left ear to left shoulder, tilting the head up slightly, looking to where the wall meets the ceiling, and stretching the side of the neck. Exhale, chin to chest, and roll over to the other side. Right ear to right shoulder, head slightly tilted, looking up to where the wall meets the ceiling. Couple more times on each side, exhaling chin to chest, inhaling ear to shoulder, other side. And exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, ear to shoulder. So for this particular stretch, avoid arching the neck back. We're looking for the neck to stay center and just going to one side, to avoid compressing the vertebrae in the back of the neck. So none of this for now, just sideways. Exhale, chin to chest, and roll ear to shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest, and then ear to shoulder. And come to neutral. Okay, so for the entirety of this class, so coming over to all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. So for the entirety of this class, keep the back of the neck long. You don't want to be compressing the back, these back vertebrae too much. All right, so keep that neck nice and long. Imagine that there's a big grapefruit behind the back of the head, right here, and the neck. And your neck does not go back any further. All right, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Time for cat-cow. Inhaling, head, neck, tailbone up. Exhaling, pulling the belly button in and rounding. Inhaling, collarbones wide, tailbone up. And exhale, pulling in and around. Another time, one more time. And pulling in the belly button. Come to a neutral spine. Send the hips to the heels, press into the hands, tuck the toes, lift the knees up, tailbone nice and high, Adho Mukha, downward facing. Shake the head from side to side, up and down, let it go. And press into the hands. Feel heavy in the heels. Even if they don't touch, there's a feeling of heaviness. Now bend one knee, then the other, shifting the weight from one heel to the other. That's it. Look towards the top of the mat. And walk to the top of the mat, folding forward in Uttanasana, forward bend. Press into the feet, reverse swan dive, inhale all the way up. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Okay, time for our sun salutations. Inhale, lift and lengthen and reach those arms up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward, bending the knees if you have lower back issues. Tuck the chin in, lengthen the back of the neck. Close the eyes. Is there something that you can let go of today? This is a letting go pose. On each exhale, just imagine that you're letting go of what you need to. Inhale halfway up for Ardha Uttanasana, flattening out the back. And on the exhale, bend the knees enough, get the hands on the floor, step the right foot all the way back. Right foot all the way back. Come high up on those fingertips. Engage the back quad. Find length and strength here. Take a big breath in and out. Release the right knee to the mat and bring the left knee to meet the right. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, Adho Mukha, downward facing. Shake the head from side to side, up and down. Breathe. In downward dog, I like to imagine that I'm breathing all the way into my armpit, expanding outward and upward, backward. Take a big breath in and exhale, lower the knees to the mat. Time for knees, chest, chin. So shifting the weight forward. So if you have chaturanga in your practice, feel free to do that. Bending the elbows, lowering chest and chin to the mat, releasing the hips, pointing the toes. Keep the elbows close to the body and lift the head, neck, chest off the floor. If this feels tight, then move the hands forward or even the forearms down. Depends on the neck and the upper back. Exhaling, hips to heels, Adho Mukha, downward facing. And breathe. Okay, lower the knees to the mat. Step the left foot between the hands and the right knee off the floor. So same side, finding length in the back of the neck, gaze out in front. And remember, keeping the back of the neck long. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, pull the belly button to the spine and pull the back foot to the top of the mat. Press into the feet, reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up. And exhaling, hinging at the hips, folding forward, round two. Uttanasana. Inhale halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. And on the exhale, bend the knees enough, get that left foot. This time it's the left foot that goes all the way back. Hands in line with the front ankle. And a nice long spine, as long as you can get it. And if you need blocks, that's a great option to get a little more length in the spine. Take a big breath in. And on the exhale, plant the hands down. Bring the left knee to the mat. Bring the right knee to meet the left. And Adho Mukha, downward dog, pressing into those hands. Heels heavy, tailbone way high. And feel free to stay here or come in child's pose. If you're up for chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, then feel free to join me. Knees, chest, chin, lowering knees, chest, and chin to the mat. For the back bend, modify according to the shoulders that you have and the back that you have. Take a big breath in and exhale back to Adho Mukha, downward facing, lifting those knees, pressing into the hands, and sending that tailbone up and back. Nice. And breathe. Close the eyes. Shake the head from side to side, up and down. So what I'm letting go in this class is stuff has been happening, like with a lot of people during this time. And I was feeling very heavy, very down and a little dark. And moving out of that place to the other side. Take a breath in and exhaling, lowering the knees down. So I kind of feel like I was clambering out of a hole, and every now and again I'd slip back and I'd climb back up. You got me on, I'm on the other side today. So right foot forward between those hands, right foot forward, and the back knee off the floor. So the right knee off the floor. Left knee, sorry, the back knee is the left knee. Spreading the collarbones nice and wide, engaging the abs, squeezing those inner thighs together. And both feet top of the mat. Yep, press into the feet, reverse swan dive, inhale all the way up. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can adjust my mat a little bit. Okay. So time for the standing flow. Bring the hands to the waist. Shift the weight into the left foot. Lift the right knee up and step it all the way back. Now, if you're feeling wobbly, move the right foot out to the edge of the mat and the left foot out to the edge of the mat. Hips are forward, chest is forward. And inhale both arms up. And if you have props like a wall or a chair and you need to hold on to it, go ahead, right? Take a breath in and exhale, ground down that right heel so the outside of the foot parallels the back of the mat, warrior two. Bend in that left knee. Shoulders back, palms down, and belly in. Reach over the head for a gentle warrior, allowing the right hand, so I'm not mirror image to you right now. Right hand sliding down the back leg, left hand over the ear. And exhale, windmill forward through warrior two. Left forearm, left thigh, palm up. Right hand either on the waist, up towards the ceiling or alongside the ear. This is an open level class, but if you have a bind in your practice, feel free to do that now. Take a breath in and out. Maybe bend a little deeper on that front knee. I know it's hot. I know it's hot. Really press into the feet. Come up and over. Straighten the left leg. Reach over the head. Again, stretching that left side body, creating space between those ribs. Nice. Coming forward for Trikonasana, hinging at that left hip, lengthening the left side body, releasing the left hand down and the right arm up. Shoulder blades together. Spaciousness, think spaciousness here. So the chest is in line with that left thigh rather than in front, as if you're smushed between two panes of glass. Now look down, right hand to the waist. Look down, right hand to the waist, bend the left knee. Send the left hand out in front, either with a block or on the floor. And the left hand is way out in front, a good 12 inches out in front and out to the side of the left foot. Hop the right foot forward, shifting the weight, left hand, left foot for half moon. Chest open, heart open. And then bend the left knee, step all the way back. Nice. Both hands on the floor. Right knee to the mat. Left knee to the mat. Either child's pose or downward facing, Adho Mukha. Yogi's choice. And maybe this is where you need to stay today. If you're up for that vinyasa, maybe shifting the weight this time into plank and lowering down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga to the mat. Inhaling for the back bend, whichever version of the back bend you're taking. And then exhale, releasing into downward facing, Adho Mukha. Big breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Another one just like that. Big inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Release both knees to the floor. And here, if you have blocks, you'd need 2 of them for this one. Left foot between the blocks. And there's a 90-degree angle between the front shin and thigh and the back shin and thigh. All right, so it's a shorter stance here. Once the hands, with or without blocks, are framing that front foot, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee up, straighten the back leg, then straighten the front leg. Both sets of toes and both knees point towards the top of the mat. And again, if you're feeling wobbly, then move the front foot out to its edge of the mat and move the back foot out to its edge of the mat. If you're feeling wobbly, or you just need more space. Inner rotation of that back thigh, belly button tight. Releasing as much as is available with the body that you're blessed with. So moving into a balancing pose here, warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Bending the left knee, move the blocks out in front. If you need them, they're there. Bring the hands in prayer at the heart and come to the tippy toes of the back foot. Shift the weight into that left foot and then take the right foot off the floor. The floor is there if you need it. If you have blocks, then hanging on to those blocks if you need it. Or maybe having a little bit of balance here without the blocks. Do what works for you. And then bring both feet together, top of the mat. Bend the knees, tuck the chin in, folding forward, Uttanasana, top of the mat. Let's round 1 for our standing flow. Press into the feet, reverse swan dive all the way up. Little bend in the knees, especially if you have lower back issues, and exhale, hands at the heart. Close the eyes in Tadasana, mountain pose. Lift the arches of the feet. And breathe. Finding your center. Take a breath in. Get nice and tall. Exhale, release the shoulders down. Bend the knees, reverse swan dive, inhale those arms up. And exhale, float the hands down to the waist, to the waist. So I'm gonna turn around just so that I'll face you for warrior two. And step the left foot back this time, the left foot back. Chest forward, hips forward. Square to the square in that direction. And if you're wobbly, move the front foot out to the edge of the mat, hold on to something. Maybe inhale those arms up. Big breath in, and exhale, ground down the back heel for Virabhadrasana 2. On the other side. Really engage the triceps, so those muscles under the arms. I'll demo. This is not engaged. This is engaged. So the arms are just hanging out there. There's really a strong engagement with the upper arm muscles. Reach over the head for gentle warrior. This time it's the left hand that slides down the left leg, right arm over the ear. Breathing spaciousness into the right side of the body. And on an inhale, windmill through warrior two to bring the right forearm to the right thigh. And the left arm either alongside the ear, up towards the ceiling, or on the waist. Really depends on the top shoulder, right? And if you have any other version of this, feel free. Maybe releasing the hand down towards the floor, opening the heart, bending that front knee a little bit more. I know it's hot, hang in there. Press into the feet, come up and over and straighten the right leg. So it's like gentle warrior, but the right leg is straight. Transitioning to Trikonasana, bumping the left hip back, lengthening the right side body, releasing the right hand down and the left arm up. Observing how the body feels on this side. Both sides of the body nice and long. Avoid rounding. We're finding length and heart opening. So this is a strong pose. Finding a solid foundation, pressing into that foundation with the feet and extending upwards through the top fingertips. Left hand to the waist. Look down. Bend the right knee. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana on the other side. Hop the back foot in slightly, send the right hand out in front, a little bit out to the side. Hop off the left foot up in the air, balancing on the right foot, maybe the left hand up in the air. Flex the top foot, look down, and step all the way back with the left foot. Hands on the floor, and step the right foot to meet the left in downward facing or child's pose. Taking a good 3 to 5 breaths here or longer. So close the eyes and check in with the body. Maybe this is where the body wants to be. Maybe it is child's pose. If it is the vinyasa, then feel free to join me into a plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga to the mat. And inhaling, lifting the heart with whatever modification the body needs. And exhaling, hips to heels, tailbone up, Adho Mukha, downward facing. Big breath in, bend both knees, send the tailbone higher. Keep the tailbone up and straighten those legs. Good. Nice. Take another breath in. And exhale, both knees down. If you use the blocks on the other side, we're doing Parshvo Konasana. So this time it's the right foot between the hands, and there's that 90 degree angle between the front shin and thigh. It's not a deep lunge, it's a very shallow lunge. Hands in, so blocks or hands in line with the front ankle. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee off the floor, straighten the back leg, shift the weight into the back heel while straightening the front leg. Folding over the front foot. So inner rotation, meaning that left hip is turning inward, as are both sets of toes facing the front of the mat and both knees. Just 1 or 2 breaths here before transitioning to our last standing pose for this sequence. Bending the right knee. You can have the blocks, or maybe you're lucky enough to have a chair or a wall. Coming into Virabhadrasana 3. So hands in prayer, come to the tippy toes of the left foot. And here, check in. Maybe you do need those blocks before taking the left foot off the floor, blocks or furniture. Use whatever you got. Oops, I'm wobbly. I need it today, that's for sure. But I'll see if this is available. Prayer at the heart is available for a few seconds. And then bring both feet together. Bend those knees, fold forward. Uttanasana, forward bend. Shake the head from side to side, up and down. And then the knees press into the feet. Reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up. Look up. And exhale. Bring the hands to the heart. Close the eyes. Just steady the breath for a few moments with the eyes closed. Think about how strong you are. Everything that happened to you in your life, you got through it. You're here now. You did it. And send that message to yourself, your mind, your body, your heart, of how strong and resilient you are. Take a big breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Another big breath in. And on the exhale, open the eyes. Release the hands down. And come to lie flat on the mat, on the belly. So for those of you who I can see, I won't be able to see you anymore. So listen, maybe you can see me, but keep on listening. All right, come to the floor on the belly. I'm gonna move closer to the light so you can see me better. Okay, so bring the arms alongside the body. So fingertips pointing towards the toes, palms down, forehead towards the floor. And now just working on the upper body. Stretch the fingertips away from the shoulders and then lift the arms off the floor, nice and straight. And maybe lift the chest off the floor a little bit. So we're using all those muscles in the back body here to lift the chest off the floor. And release down. 2 more just like that. Lengthen and then lift off the floor. Maybe it's a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Just feel the muscles contracting in the back. That's all we're looking for here. And release down. I don't know about you, it's feeling a little intense, even right here for me. All right, one more time. Lengthen and lift. toes, press the toes into the floor. Hips are still on the floor. Just lengthening the arms away and release down. Okay, this time it is the legs. They stay straight. Hands, can always use the hands for some help. Palms facing down. Point the toes, straighten the legs, and then lift those legs up a little bit off the floor. And release down. So here you're using the glutes to lift them up. Point, lengthen, and lift. And release. One more time. Point, lengthen, lift. And release down. Okay. So I'm moving my mat forward a little bit, so hopefully there'll be a little better visibility of me as I'm on the floor. Okay, so extend the left arm out in front. Right hand alongside the body. So this is opposite hand and leg. Lift the left arm off the floor. Point and lift the right leg off the floor. So right leg, left hand. Breathe and release. Now take the right hand and bend it across the lower back if that is available. Same exact pose, but this time the right hand is across the lower back. Lengthen and lift the left arm and lift the right leg. Keep the back of the neck long. And release down. Bring both hands out in front, bend the knees, just swish the ankles from side to side. A little bit like a windshield wipers. And then it's the other side. Left hand alongside the body. Lift the right arm off the floor, point and lift the left leg off the floor. And breathe. And release. Breathe into the release of these back bends. Bend the left arm so it comes across the lower back, if that is available. Same arm, right arm up, left leg up. Breathe. And release. Bring the arms to make a pillow, forehead to that pillow, bend the knees and swish those ankles from side to side. And bring the legs straight. Arms alongside the body. Think of lengthening before lifting. So finding length and then lifting. That the length is more important than the lift. So lengthen those arms, lift them up. Point the toes, straighten the legs, contract those muscles, lift the legs up. If it is available, maybe interlacing the hands behind the back. Maybe. And release down. Turn the head to one side. And last one. Lengthen the arms, lift them up, point the toes, lift those up. Maybe interlacing the hands behind the back. And if it is available, and only if it is available, maybe right hand to right foot and left hand to left foot. And release. Turn the head to the other side. And swing around to lie on the back. Lie on the back, just roll over. Lie on the back. Okay, this is the last back bend for this practice, bridge pose. So bring the feet in as close as they can get to the glutes, and bring the feet, keep the ankles below the knee, right? We don't want the knees playing open or knocking inwards. The alignment is knee over ankle, even if the feet are wider than hip distance. Just keep the knees over those ankles. Press the lower back into the floor, then lift the hips up. Maybe press the palms into the floor and maybe scooch the shoulder blades a little closer together underneath the back. Turn the palms up. Make sure the back of the head is touching the floor, but not the back of the neck. Keep the chin up. Another breath in. And of course, if you have another pose, that back bend that you want to expand into here, feel free. Taking 2 breaths here. Big breath in and out. One more big breath in. And on the exhale, coming to the mat. Bring the left ankle to the right thigh, foot flexed, kind of like a number 4. Take the left hand and bring it to the belly of the thigh and push that thigh out. All right. This is a fantastic hip opener, and maybe this is the one you're sticking with today. Either stay here or lift the right shin off the floor and thread the needle. Left hand through the triangle and hands on either side of that right thigh or interlace behind the right thigh. Both feet flexed. And holding this for a few breaths. So wherever you're at, all right, maybe it's here, maybe it's here. Unhinge the jaw. Soften the muscles of the face. So at this point in the practice, holding these poses a little bit longer so that we can get the maximum benefit from them. Release the right foot to the floor and extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. Interlace the hands behind the thigh or the calf or the foot, maybe with a strap. Keep that left foot, flexed. Unhinge the jaw. Close the eyes. And notice what that left hip is doing. If it's hitching up higher than the right, even them out. Keep holding on to wherever you're holding on to with this left leg and straighten the right leg and see how that changes the stretch. Invite the shoulder blades a little closer to the mat. Now bend the left knee, bend that left knee and hug it close to the chest. And bring the left knee all the way over to the right side, left hip off the floor for a twist. Right hand on the outside of that left leg. And the left shoulder blade coming in the opposite direction of the knee. And only turn the head if the neck is okay with it. My neck is a little sore, so I'm looking up towards the ceiling. Slow the breath down. Let go. And bring the left knee up, left foot on the floor, left knee bent, and right ankle to left side, foot flex. Right hand on the inside of that right thigh, avoiding pressing on that joint, right? Just the thigh is okay. Opening that right hip. And this is fantastic. Maybe staying right here. Or lifting up the left shin and threading the needle on the other side. So we're here for a few breaths. Settle in. And bring the left foot to the floor and extend the right leg up. Interlacing the hands behind the thigh, the shin, maybe the foot. As long as we feel a stretch on the back of the right leg. You feel the stretch? Perfect. That's where we need to be. Just feeling some sensation, not pain, just a little bit of a stretch or a lot of a stretch on the back of the right leg. Keep holding on to the right leg and slide the left leg straight on the floor. Keeping the right leg flexed, toes towards the face, heel towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades heavy. Big breath in, then hug the right knee close to the chest. And bring the right knee all the way over to the left side, maybe scooching the hips over a little bit. Left hand on top of that right thigh, and right shoulder blade reaching in the opposite direction of the right knee. If your neck is okay with it, then looking over towards the right side. I'm looking up towards the ceiling because my neck is a little sore today. So being kind to my neck, listening to it. And bring that right knee up. Both feet on the floor, both knees bent. So two options for the inversion. Either bring the forearms underneath the hips and extend the legs up so that the lower back kind of sits on the forearms. If you have a yoga block or a box, a solid box, bringing it underneath the lower back and then extending the feet up. The idea here is that this is a gentle inversion and an accessible inversion. It gives our circulatory system a little boost because the blood is rushing from our feet to our heart instead of the heart pumping against gravity. Gravity is helping that circulation. It's also great for our lymphatic system. That's our immune system. doesn't have a heart to pump the lymph around. The lymph moves when we move because the muscles rub against those vessels and helps it circulate. And going upside down gives that a little boost too. Bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor, and let's set ourselves up for Shavasana. So maybe adding a layer on, taking a blanket, adding some socks. Maybe an eye pillow. That was one of my yoga treats. I have an eye pillow here. My job is to keep track of time to make sure we end on time, and your job is to completely relax, trusting that I am holding the space so that you can let go. If the lower back is not comfortable when you're lying on the floor and it hurts, then bend the knees. Some of us have bolsters at home. So maybe bringing a bolster in the knees or bringing the shins up onto a chair or a couch. That lengthens the lower back, or a bed, depending on how high your bed is. Turn the palms up and move the arms a comfortable distance away from the body. If the legs are straight, let the feet flop open, the palms turn upward. Take a big breath in, sigh the air out, and allow the body to feel heavy and melt into the earth. Your strength, your courage, our strength, our courage brought us each here today to this moment in time. And we got through everything we had to get through up to this moment. And we will get through to the next moment. We have this. We've got this. There is another side. Surrendering a little deeper, unhinging the jaw, not clenching the jaw, really relaxing as much as possible. Relaxing the hands, the feet, the fingers, the toes. Relaxing the ankles and wrists, the shins, the forearms. Relaxing the knees and elbows. And relaxing the thighs and the upper arms. Relaxing the belly, the glutes, allowing the shoulders to fall towards the floor, relaxing the heart and those lungs, all those inner organs, the shoulders, relaxing the shoulders and those neck muscles. Relaxing all the muscles in the face, the scalp. And for about a minute and a half, residing in the silence of Shavasana, if and when the mind wanders, as it does, come back to the sensation of the breath. Maybe a mantra. I am breathing in peace, and on the breath out, I am peace. If the mind wanders, I'm breathing in peace. And on that exhale, imagine that that peace is traveling to every cell in the body. On the breath out, I am peace. Start to deepen the breath. Big breaths in, sighing the air out. On the next breath in, stretching the arms overhead. Big, 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 big stretch. And then pulling the knees in towards the chest and rolling over to one side. And very gently coming up to a comfortable seat. Bringing both hands to the heart. Bowing the head towards your own heart. And in honor of what a warrior you've been and will continue to be, a warrior of light and love. Take a big breath in and exhale, bow forward, sealing in the benefits of this practice. Thank you so much for joining me and being in this class. I'm going to stop the recording now.